if you are following our Keycloak tutorials, we have created an API to update password, but this URL, we are sending a verification link to the user we have registered to the application, and then a user click a link. After clicking a link, then the user enter a password. Let's say we want to do this within your application. It's either Angular application, mobile app, or React native application. How could you do this in Keycloak? I will show you step by step how to achieve this. By following this tutorial, you'll be able to create, update passwords within the application without sending a verification link only when a user is using the application or is still remembering the password and has managed to log in. So let me show you the old process and we can dive into the new process. So the old process, now I need to log in here and get a bearer token. I will copy my bearer token and I will put this bearer token here and I authorize my requests and I try to execute this one. If I execute this one, an email is going to be sent to my Gmail. So let's wait for the email. So this is the email for updating password. This process is not user friendly because the user is already using your application. You need to create confirm password and a new password and a user click submit and a password will be updated. So this process, we don't want it. So in our Keycloak, it's simple. If you go to the users, I want to show you step by step. If you click user, we have credential. If I say reset credential, it will show this dialog where a user puts password, new password, and the temporary will be false and you save. I want to show you how to do this with the Java SDK. So let's get started. So in our project of our Keycloak integration, maybe you don't know where to clone this project. It's there on GitLab. If you go to the Code with Bisky, I think the next page, the last one, you see this project. Clone this project and start to code and read all the APIs that we created in our previous tutorial. So it's been a while without uploading Keycloak for Spring. I think it's 5 months. So let's now dive in. I already cloned the project. I already have this update password, but this one we are using a URL. So what I want to do, I just want to copy to create a module first, a DTO. I will create a new Java. In this one, I can say reset password. And it's going to be a record. Always remember to add in git string password. So in my service, I just want to do this update password and I want to say, so right now the user is already logged in the application. So let me override this. I want to implement this method and the method has been implemented. It's simple. If you were following our previous tutorial, we were using this method, which is this one. So let's just copy this and we get the current user who is logged in. Then here we just want to do a very simple reset password and it requires a credential representation. So if you don't know, you just copy the class and go here. New credential representation. And we set the value, which is the password. And we can say credential and it's type password. And for temporary, we want to set it to false. Let's set it to false, and we can do this. After doing this, a new password will be updated. So let me just copy this and go to our API, and what we can do now is just let me duplicate this same method, and here this method requires a request body of reset password from the DTO, and I'll say request, and here I just say update password, and we want to use this new method that we just created, and it's going to be a void, and it's going to be update. I will just change it to say change password. So let me run this application and test it. The application is started. Now I want to reload our Swagger. The new API, this is the new API. You can see it, and it requires a password here. So I want to try it out. So if I go to my Postman, my password that I'm using right now is test1234. So I just want to copy it and make it 12345. And you can see before I test this method, we are getting this. So what I want to do, let's just copy the bearer token. We assume that the user is logged in. So if I do this and I paste this and I authorize. So for change password, now the new password is going to be 12345, and I execute this. So it is successful, and we got 200. Let me go here and try to log in again with the same user. Invalid credentials. Let me now put the 5 since we updated the new password. We can get a new bearer token. We have managed to reset the user password with Keycloak Java SDK. Let's meet to another video tutorial where I'm going to show you more tips on Keycloak and how to do it. It's very easy if you are following my tutorials. Salut coders.